Let's begin by starting with the applicant that what we have in, I guess, really. I want to start with your name and what you do.
My name is Tim Zerker. I sell advertising specialty items.
Tim, let me elope it in, I guess, really as a, what was that, with Wooster as a prime example and really leading that, what we have here with not only the chamber, but the members in that, some thoughts on that of what you've seen.
I think you're absolutely right.
All right, they started at the rights and then what they have in that, what we've seen, because it looks like, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, it looks like they may be bringing me on board as Director of Communication for Wooster.
Well, I wish you a lot of luck. I think you have some very positive things going for you. There may be one or two that you want to work on.
Oh, yeah. And I have found my assistant. Great. Next we're talking, give us your name and what you do.
Joe Retzler, and my wife and I have the Retzler True Value Hardware, downtown Wooster.
And Joe, let me ask you this before we get started. You've been here how long? You told me.
Well, I'm 75 years old.
So that's, you can do the math, right?
Right.
Right. That's great. Joe, let me begin, which is a great place to start, by asking, because here, and I guess really with all of the efforts that we've seen, I'm in Washington, I've been in Washington, and I've stayed in Washington long over the years, and even what we have, and then of course my observation is coming to a place and then what we have, and just like Wooster, and a rabbit that what we have in that, some thoughts on that if you would, because about looking at what we have in that.
The economy for the whole country, or you're speaking of Wooster in general?
Well, let's see, with what I said, and that was a lot, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah. Right. Joe and I are communicating, but obviously I've been in Washington since making that, when I asked someone from a national level,
yes.
Looking at what we have in that involvement, and is that, I don't know, is that something? I ask people all the time, is that something like maybe your wife would say?
Yes, probably so.
Oh, Joe, it's going to be cold outside tonight. No, Joe, let me ask you this in all seriousness. What, if any, and if not, how much, in terms of that, with that to the economy, like that, what we have seen so far, Wooster, Ohio, nationally?
Well, Wooster, Ohio seems to be surviving rather well.
It does, because I looked out earlier today and they were just people moving all around. They were inside, but I mean, they were moving.
We've lost some jobs through some of the industry that's shut down.
But don't you think basically that what we have in that in a positive and look, and then what we have in that regular?
Yes.
I mean, I know you said yes, but Joe, do you have any idea what I just said?
No, I don't.
Good. Then you get to stay for the rest of the party.
Where are you from?
I can't tell you. Great. Let me begin then, I guess, really with all of the people in Wooster and the surrounding area. Tonight's chamber dinner and reward, something that all that what we have in there. Some thoughts on that with the economy, and think that what we haven't seen so far.
Kim, I'll let you take that one.
Yes, Kim.
No, Jan, I think I'll let you take that one.
Somebody ought to take it. Kim, let's get some thoughts on that if you and what we have here, and of course what you've seen because you're from Ohio.
Well, are you? Can we stop?
Sure. Yeah. And then I mean that what we have in that. So, but you're asking me what?
Are you looking for
an answer? And right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what about you?
Well,
yeah.
Are you taping?
No.
Okay.
No. But I am going to get that talk with that. What we have in so far.
So seriously, you want an answer about the economy in Wooster?
What I'm looking for is this, and Kim. What I'm thinking that what we have here, and I guess really is nothing that what we've seen so far, and going to see more of that in growth than what we have here with the economy.
Well, I think that we've seen a bit of growth over the last several years. We had a bit of a slowdown, but I believe that with the support.
I was going to say that slowdown that you mentioned. That slowdown that you mentioned. Oh, look at that. What we have in there, with welcome that or not?
I'm sorry.
All right.
I didn't understand the question.
Oh, but so you're not sorry that was it. You're sorry that you didn't understand.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry. We're all sorry. I guess it's a matter of degree. So in winding down, let me just believe that I guess really is all from what we have in that. If y'all found that to be true here.
I still didn't understand the question.
Have you found that to be true?
That the economy's down?
No. That what we have in there, seeing that we all are the same. Kim?
Sure. Yes.
Good deal. If you say yes, you can go back to the bar.
Okay, great, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. My Lord. Great. Let's start. Well, first of all, give us a name and where you're from and what you do.
I'm Bill Cross from Wooster, Ohio. I'm the owner of a car dealership, a Pontiac Oldsmobile GMC truck, Toyota Volkswagen.
And if you didn't catch that, that's a plug. Now, Jim, let me ask you this. Let me begin, and I guess really with what we have to make, and I guess really with Wooster being part of that is the complexes and with the economy. Give us some thoughts in your own words, because these are mine.
I think the economy is relatively good here. We have had some small plant closings.
Now, when you bring up that, I guess really with what, yeah, when you involve that, what we have, and then I guess really is the notion that with small plants, and of course they grow into larger ones when this economy just gets up and goes, what we have here, and I guess, right?
Well, as I say, our economy is still pretty strong. We've got several major employers.
I was going to say, when you say major, you mean just major?
Major.
Yeah. So actually, let me see.
900 employees.
Oh yeah, that's major. Anything above 3, I think is.
Okay.
Let me just wind down though, and I ask you, and Ted, right?
Bill.
All right, Bob. Let me just wind down by
Bill.
asking. Whatever. Let me just wind down by that and linking then what we have here, and then seeing that what we have in the future.
I think Worcester's in a very good position for the future.
I know you do, and you're interested in making that what we have in that too, right?
Well, we're involved in it very deeply.
Oh yeah, it's getting deeper by the minute.
That's right.
Great. Let's start by giving your name and your way, and then I guess really of what we have in that. But I know that you're the city attorney, I guess, right?
That's correct.
All right. And then let me just wind down here, and I guess with the economy, and also we've gone around, not only with Wooster, but the rest of the country, at least a portion that I've been to, because there's several. Give us some thoughts on that in your own, because it may something that we see here or possibly around. I mean, it could be a both of that. What we have in that from that standpoint.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Payne. Well, to begin with, my name is Dick Benson. I'm the city attorney for the city of Wooster Municipal Government. I've been in that position for about 12 years. As far as the economy in Wooster, I would say that we have been blessed with a fairly healthy economy. We've not been subjected to some of the ups and downs that some more industrialized communities, especially Rust Belt communities, have felt. And I think that's partly because we have a diversified economy and we have a very strong corporate community. I think it's partly too because the city government has made an effort to work with the local business and try to promote local business, because we recognize that local business is an important part of our tax base. To that end, we worked with groups like the Chamber and the Wayne Development Council to do what we can to recognize the needs of local business and try to promote their growth within the city of Wooster.
What? I mean, that was a lot. God, that was a lot. I just felt like if you went on any longer, I was going to have to shave. So, but looking at what we have in that, let me just wind down by asking both of you this, and that is, would y'all agree or would you disagree that it looks like the Wooster Chamber is now in a that like that what we have throughout the rest of the economy?
Yes.
No.